is a story of a culinary journey from Korea to Italy to New Zealand. The common thread here is one woman and her love of healthy fresh food cooked with love. Here at the Heron's Flight Vineyard, with all the fresh produce from the Matakana and also from the organic gardens here, it's an ideal place to find a fresh, healthy food. It's also a place to find a Korean chef, Soo-ah. Soo trained at AUT and excelled going on to work in many fine restaurants, including Hilton Hotel and Pure in Auckland's Herne Bay. Although her chef training has been here, she first learned to cook at home in Korea with her mom. So what's the first dish you learned from your mom back in Korea?
Every autumn that we make kimchi, which is...
Kimchi, very famous.
Yes,
very
it is.
famous.
Today what we're gonna cook about is kozjori, which is form of a kimchi, but it's more like a salad form, so you can have it anytime that you want in any season. As you can see, here is the white part, which is hard, and here is the one that has been quite soft. So when you put the salt in, that means this is gonna be salty and this is gonna be not salty at all.
Okay.
So what you do is you cut them in half. So a little bit smaller, that means it's gonna be even time when you're preserving it.
Okay. Once the cabbage has marinated in salt for 30 minutes, it's washed, drained, and ready to mix.
I'm gonna wear the glove. Usually, my mom or grandmother never ever wear the gloves
They
because
just use the hand.
yeah, that means they have old flavors coming from the hand, which I do believe that is true. But today, just for the demonstration, I'll use my glove.
Asian chives, spring onions, and white onions are added. Then grated ginger, crushed garlic, fish sauce, and organic ground chili.
2 tablespoons of the sugar. You need to massage it really nicely.
Massage it. See, massage it. Yeah. When your mom and your sister and your grandparents, make the kimchi, is it different?
Everybody have a different taste buds. So my grandfather like a little bit more sweeter with the prawn. My dad like to put some sashimi inside it and preserve it. I like it like how I'm making it, a little bit more fresher. I give you one taste.
Thank you. It's unusual. It's very unusual, very unique kimchi. I never tasted. It's very sweet.
Sweet and
you can still feel the hotness in your throat. Yeah. And you can use your finger to try.
Yes, of course.
You want to try? Sue's love of freshness and personality is perfect for this winery restaurant. Heron's Flight Vineyard was started by David and his wife 20 years ago, specializing in Italian Sangiovese grapes. They only recently established the restaurant, and the style of the food here is Italian to match the red wines they produce. You have an Italian restaurant and now you have a Korean chef. How does that fit each other?
She said, and this was without any prompting from us, she said, oh, well, I see that there's a fusion between Italian and Korean food. And that attitude of dealing with simple flavors without making things too complicated, that she saw as the similarity between Italian and Korean food styles and way of looking at things.
So I can't wait to try a dish from the menu.
And I'll be right behind you.
Okay. Of course, the local Matakana produce and the garden right beside the kitchen are the starting points for any recipe for Sue, because the food is organic and fresh, and she gets to grow it as well.
We're gonna pick some thyme. This is the lemon thyme. You smell it. If you rub it in your hand, it's like tastes like a lemon. Here we have a native spinach. It's really peppery, but it's sweet at the same time.
So you can make it with salad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very nice. So do you have the similar garden at your home when you're...
This is my home.
In this garden, is it only kind of Western, plants, or do you have some Korean plants here?
We have a choice one, which is not Korean, but
This is the Chinese one?
Yeah, all the flour and everything in here, it's eatable, so you can use it on your plate, and it's not harmful on your body, or it's not toxic at all. So it's here to use, waiting for me to use.
Yeah. So now Sue is going to show us a dish from the restaurant menu, which has elements from the garden, her Korean heritage, and the Italian flavor. It's a spring squid salad with apple from the garden. Now Sue adds lemon zest, fresh fine-cut dill, and rocket, and all the leaves and flowers we picked from the garden. The final touch is the lime chili, olive oil, and sugar dressing.
You mix it nicely. Then it's pretty much done.
Is any, presentation skills we need to follow here?
That's what my mom said. If you love the person who's cooking for, the presentation is gonna be just lovely.
I'm going to ask the wine expert, David. So, what's the best match for this dish?
For this particular dish which Sue has created, I would say let's just put the wine aside for a moment. And what we're going to do is I'm going to introduce you to our grape juice, which we make from the same grapes as Sangiovese. And let me pour you some because I think the sweetness in the grape juice is going to match the tartness of the little bit of citrus very, very well with the squids.
I mean, the dressing is pretty much like a Korean dressing.
Well, that's the unusual fusion, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a cheers for the healthy, fresh food.
Of course.
This program is made with funding from New Zealand On Air.